All right, you guys. So I just wanted to come on here and give y'all some morning encouragement, specifically when it comes to the beauty warfare that's going on worldwide and how to deal with it because like in this time period, a lot of us right now are tired. We're tired of the provision that those who are evil have made. And you got to understand the devil is even working hard to push his narrative because his time is short, but God says the light will win, and God already won that battle. He's already won that battle because the divisions and everything are very obvious. They're very obvious right now. And even people in the world is confused. Even people in the world don't know how to navigate now because it's just a lot of commotion. It's just a lot of manipulation, game playing, and trying to alter people's identity into something that they aren't. People don't appreciate people for who they are anymore. And I just want to say that for me, when I had my spiritual awakening and I was entering the Jehovah's Witness organization, I was in the ministry, I was praying, I was reading my Bible daily. There were a lot of things going on around me within the organization and also within the world. And, the reason why I went to the Jehovah Witness organization was because I was convicted that some things around me wasn't right. And I was really convicted that with everything building up, God would have to come and bring on divine intervention, right? And even if he don't bring on divine intervention for the world, it's really important that you stay close to him in this hour to see the divine intervention he bring for you, because you may just need it more than others, especially if you're highly attractive. So what I wanted to say is there were a lot of things going on around me, and one of them was people competing with one another, and also beauty warfare. Those were the extreme things that I seen going on around me. People wanting control, people wanting to rely on the ego and stuff, right? Because you got to understand, those who are narcissistic and psychopath too, the more they feel God trying to discipline them, the more strategic and darker they start to operate. Yet God's will is always going to be the most powerful, because the will that they push, they can't promise that will. They can't promise it. You get what I'm saying? They could tell you all these things. They could make you feel beautiful, but they can't promise it. And they know that. And that's why a lot of narcissistic people and psychopaths in this hour hate this hour, because they could feel what God is trying to tell them, but because they're not a vessel to God, they kind of just be like, why is this happening to me? That's normally what these people say. They're so disconnected from God. It's more like, why is this happening to me? So we got to be very careful not to believe that their ways are going to be the most impactful, because this time period is to bring down evil. It's not to uphold it. And they're going to continue to make things look good. Yet you got to understand, these people been in reprobate state since they was 10 years old. You know, a lot of them knew they was being evil. A lot of them knew they was doing evil stuff for years. And they can never give off that messianic, Christ-like love, warmth, clarity, support. They could never give that. Narcissists and psychopaths could never give that. That's why in the beginning when you meet them, everything is fun, you get a high, and then they start acting weird, you know? So when I stayed in my religion because I was convicted, and then now this year I'm very convicted because even my ex hit me up and was like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And I told him everything that I'm seeing, and he agreed. It just let me know I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. And I'm just saying, for everybody who follows me, you know, it's up to you to follow God or follow the world at this point. Remember, there's no middle ground, but it's up to you, because everything is what it is. And you always got to look at the dynamics of what's going on in the world. Like I said, the ugly average girls, their wives. The attractive girls, they're prostitutes and OnlyFans. And the thing about when you serve God and when you believe in God, right, and you see these dynamics, is not for you to get afraid. It's for you to move unapologetically in your wisdom. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. But a lot of people, ultimately, when they come to this conviction about things, they get afraid. They be like, oh no, what am I going to do? Be wise. Use your discernment. You know, it's not about how others feel around you at this point anymore. It's about you making sure that you are wise in your navigation journey at this point, because people gonna say that things aren't what they are. They're not. A lot of people aren't going to admit it. But once you come to your convictions, you come to the realization that the stuff you seeing is occurring, and you have to move wiser. You have to be more wiser in how you navigate. That's all to it. And you also have to teach others to move more wiser, because you know, the devil is constantly orchestrating things until people become more wiser, you know? So it is really true. Like, the more wiser you become, the more vocal you become about these things, then other people go, okay, this is true. This is true. So, that's all I want to let y'all know, because we're going to continue to go through changes. You know, the devil is still alive. He's still alive, and he's still trying to manifest division, confusion, sadness. He's still trying to manifest that, because he likes drama. He likes drama, you know. But the most powerful things against the devil is light. That's the most powerful thing, and that's what we must remember. And that's all I got to say. Y'all have a good day. Bye.